ANC veteran Tokyo Sexwale has publicly questioned President Cyril Ramaphosa over his explanation regarding the controversial Phala Farm scandal, reigniting political debate around one of the most closely scrutinized incidents involving the presidency in recent years. Speaking during an interview on the SMWX podcast hosted by Sizwe Mpofu-Walsh, Sexwale dismissed Ramaphosa's account of events surrounding the foreign currency allegedly stolen from his Limpopo farm, describing parts of the explanation as implausible and in need of formal scrutiny. At the heart of the dispute is the president's version of events, in which he has maintained that the US dollars in question were proceeds from the sale of cattle and game to Sudanese businessman Hasim Mustafa. According to Ramaphosa's explanation, the cash was temporarily stored at his Phala farm with the intention of securing future transactions, but was stolen before it could be deposited into a bank. However, Sexwale challenged both the logic and credibility of this narrative, arguing it raises serious unanswered questions that cannot simply be set aside through public statements, and said this is a cock and bull story, insisting that the explanation should be properly tested in a formal setting. He further argued that the matter is significant enough to warrant the president appearing before Parliament's impeachment structures to account fully for the circumstances. Sexwale questioned the plausibility of a foreign buyer arriving in South Africa, alleging and engaging in a high-value livestock transaction and leaving behind substantial amount of undeclared cash at a private residence. He suggested that such sequence of events strains credibility and demands further explanation. He also raised concerns about inconsistencies in the handling of the alleged criminal transaction, including questions about traveling records and the presence of the Sudanese businessman in the country. He said, "How did you come to this country with his dollars?" Arguing that the official records should be able to verify the timeline and legitimacy of the visit. According to Sexwale, the matter goes beyond a personal controversy and has broader implications for the integrity of South Africa's key financial and law enforcement institutions, including the South African Police Service, the South African Revenue Service, and the South African Reserve Bank. He argued that any failure in accountability risks undermining public confidence in these institutions, and said the entire explanation surrounding the hidden cash is childish, maintaining that the matter must be subjected to rigorous scrutiny rather than dismissed as politically motivated criticism. He further alleged that the scandal has contributed to reputational damage for the presidency and called for transparency in how the matter is handled going forward. The renewed criticism comes into the context of ongoing parliamentary processes linked to the Phala matter. The Concord of South Africa recently ruled that the National Assembly acted unlawfully when it rejected the Section 89 independent panel report into the matter. That panel had previously found prima facie evidence suggesting that the president may have committed serious constitutional violations. The ruling effectively ordered Parliament to proceed with an impeachment inquiry process and to revise its internal rules to ensure greater accountability and prevent political obstruction of oversight mechanism. Following the court decision, National Assembly Speaker Thokoza Ditsa moved to establish a 31-member Section 89 impeachment committee. The committee was tasked with reviewing the panel's findings and determining whether there are sufficient grounds to recommend the president's removal from office. While most political parties reportedly met submission deadlines for committee representation, the African National Congress is said to have missed its deadline due to internal disagreements over parliamentary deployments. Political analyst Sandi Seswana has also weighed in on the broader implications of the controversy, suggesting that Sexwale's remarks reflect deeper divisions within the ANC regarding the handling of the matter. Swana argued that questions surrounding the involvement and effectiveness of institutions such as SARS, Reserve Bank, SAPS may ultimately be central to the outcome of any formal inquiry. He further suggested that the inquiry process could reveal institutional weakness or failures in handling aspects of the case. As the impeachment process continues to take shape, Phala matter remains one of the most politically sensitive issues facing the presidency, with senior political figures, analysts, and institutions continuing to shape a debate that shows no signs of fading from the national spotlight. What's your take on this one, people? Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more news.